Yes, I know, Malcalypse. You're like, please, for the love of Christ.
Notice the very lands beneath your feet can slide away. Life is filled with surprises.
Malcalypse is still just begging me, like, can we stop, mate camp? For the love of fuck, please. And I'm just like, no. No, Malcalypse. No. Not interested. Camping, that's for nerds. We do all of this in one go. Trapper. On the frozen plains, prey are few and far between. The keen eyes of a trapper see all. Trappers throw hunting traps that snare their targets, use evade to avoid the traps, or change direction rapidly to break free.
Who dares venture? None less than the amazing Malekith and assistant.
Ooh. So the special for Winter's Bane actually forces them into a finisher state. So it can be quite handy to kill off ones that you shouldn't otherwise be able to. Ruby ring!
Valuable for purely financial reasons, if nothing else.
So yeah, another avalanche. We need to pass this, I believe. Okay, good. And I'm very glad we didn't hit it exactly. Okay, so we're at 4 blessings.
These are the choices that make the hero or the villain.
The town crier announces the Empire seeks mercenaries to join the battle against corruption. You seek out the watchtower where recruitment is taking place. You arrive in time to hear Sir Malifaux's plan to wipe out the Paupers district. The outbreak begins there and we cannot risk sparing any of their lives, he says. So Malifaux the Green leads the mercenaries to the Pauper district, where the poor and sick have been walled off from the rest of the city. Over the wailing of the corrupted, Sir Malifaux gives his command to charge. You find yourself surrounded by corrupted. You draw your weapon and set your feet. Winter's Bane, used to defend those in need.
Don't let them hit me! I'm too handsome for violence.
Malcalypse. I'm too handsome for violence. And there we go. Another combat down. Oh. So Malifaux commends you for your bravery and offers you a reward. Gold.
The mountain is unforgiving. You would not be the first to die upon its peak. Old witches. I have a fondness for them, but I would not trust them.
Further up the mountain, the blizzard becomes so intense you can barely see the tiny cottage engulfed in snow. An old lady beckons you in. I've received word from my sister's hawk and have been expecting you. I may not be as skilled as her, but this blessing potion I've whipped up is my best yet. You think it's good enough to take to the High Priestess, she says, blowing the steam off a simmering bowl of thick liquid. I really couldn't, says Malcalypse, patting his belly. So I need to get this one. if I want to get that objective. Nah. So yeah, you take a sip of the putrid potion and feel your stomach churn. I knew I shouldn't have substituted the cloudberries for bogberries, she says, comforting you. Choose the righteous path and you'll find blessings in your way, I'm sure. You step outside into the blistering cold and continue up Mount Freitas. So yes, unfortunately, womp womp, we won't be able to make the blessings. I know one of the funny things is, by completing this one, we actually, which one is it?
Children. It's hard to conceive that either of us were ever such.
The one where you pay the temple guy for a blessing, that's actually one of the rewards out of meeting with the High Priestess, not with acquiring the blessings. So funnily enough, if you complete this one and do it again, you only need to get that first Witch's Brew, and you'll be able to get the secondary objective. Anyway, he's just a small child, you overhear. A deeper voice growls, we have to take him to the dungeons or else he'll run straight to whatever northern clan he's spawned from and show them where our outpost is. That's a shifty looking kid, I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him, says Malcalypse. You consider the boy's fate. Offer to take the boy to the dungeon. Upon your greeting, the guards recognize you. Ah, hero, it's an honor. We would be grateful for your service. The outpost is that way. They point to the west, further into the forest. That option is only available if you have enough fame. If not, you have to fight them, basically. Or leave. You lead the lost boy away from the guards. He glares at you with contempt. Let the boy go. Eesh. Eesh. Oh! Oh, we got it exactly. So long shot triggers. So yeah, we most definitely wouldn't be able to get it.
Of the Templars and their religious righteousness.
He fiddles with a little dried up plant hung around his neck nervously. Okay, I will tell you. There was an Empire ambush in our village and I ran with Mother. We got separated. He wipes some tears from his face angrily. But I'm not afraid. I am of Clan Catsfoot, and we are great pathfinders. I will find my way home. The boy tells you what he knows of the area. The small northerner boy refuses any and all help. You can only wish him luck as his small form disappears into the forest. So yeah, this card...
A grand opportunity for you to take whatever pleases you and go about your day.
Yeah, this card is one of the ones you get for completing this level. So yeah, it is quite amusing that after completing it, you can come back and put this in your deck and you're pretty well fine. We'll go check out the underneath, because I don't actually remember what the hell it requires. Some of the story ones will require you to have very specific things before you go there. Like, you know, the last one, you had to have a certain amount of gold first.
Mages are hard to eradicate at the best of times. We have our ways of hiding from the light.
Following Malcalypse's cryptic directions, many of which involved borrowing farm animals, you arrive at the edge of a vast and lonely lake. There, you uncover a cave entrance blocked by a stone door. We must seek out Ira of the Vale in the underneath, the bard had explained as you followed a frightened cow around the previous night. Ask why he's seeking Ira. Malcalypse drops his wine bottle nervously and forces a loud and hearty laugh, completely ignoring your question. The bespectacled ogre manning the door to the underneath doesn't look up from his book as you approach. 15 food items per entry. Malcalypse scoffs. Robbery. If you're trying to hustle us, sir, I'll have you know that I can shoot lightning from my fingertips. The doorkeeper sighs. Times are hard for us, Mal. You'll see when you get in there. Pay 15 pieces of food. The ogre places his book down, and with a mighty push, the stone door rolls open. A narrow tunnel takes you deep down below the earth, opening into a vast limestone cabin. Twinkling on the edge of an underground lake lies a small shanty town, red lanterns lining the quiet streets. Malcalypse leads on. Welcome to the Underneath, Coinslave. Since that bothersome Empire edict, we've had to hide away in places like this. This used to be quite the hub of activity, but now, he surveys the silent streets grimly. I guess the Empire is increasing its forces. A few mages eye you suspiciously as they pass by. Peruse the stores. Among the abandoned stalls, you find an ancient-looking shop front. Through red lantern light, you read, Lelot's Oddments, use stones, directions. There's also signs pointing out path to Curses, Blessings. Let's go to Curses, Blessings. Because I might actually be able to salvage this. Actually, no. I'd need 2 blessings if I wanted to salvage this. Oh, I mean, maybe. You follow the signs through the lonely streets until they lead you to a sizable hill of colourful rags where you believe a market once stood. An elderly woman climbs from the pile. Oh, walk away. Well, I'll be here, the shopkeeper. Fuck, I didn't. She was offering to trade all of my curses and blessings for a shiny rock. I need the blessings at the moment. Well, I'll be here. The shopkeeper sinks back into the pile of rags from whence she came. Yeah, enter Lelot's Oddments. Malcalypse sniffs and backs away. I'm not allowed in there after I stole all those stupid pebbles. He lets you go on ahead. With a jangle, you enter the dusty store. You find it filled. Shelves, basket, glass cases with rocks of various shapes and sizes. The wizened shopkeeper, Lelot, peers over the counter at you. Inquire about used stones. Lelot lights up at the suggestion. The shopkeeper looks around fondly at the stones. What would you like to buy? Everything is 20 gold a piece. Inquire about something else. Inquire about directions. The wrinkly shopkeeper unrolls a dusty map. Okay, that's kind of cool. Yeah, inquire about something else. Return to the town centre. Enter the Devil's Ears Tavern. Oh, excuse me. Malcalypse breathes in the heady scent of berry wine, smoke, and feathers. The Devil's Ears. My home away from home. He pulls out his lute and leaves to serenade the pretty bartender. She tries her best to ignore him. A decrepit hag nurses a smouldering pint glass at one end of the bar. Alone in a corner, a hooded figure lurks, unmoving. Approach the hag. The warty crone sips her drink. It smells strongly of citrus and burning coal while sizing you up. You wish to buy something, do you not? She grins wickedly, revealing a mouthful of jagged yellow teeth. I can send you somewhere at no cost, but I cannot assure that you will end up where you want. Ask what she's drinking. The hag cackles. This is a pint of liquid plague. I'd let you take a sip, but I'm reasonably certain it would be the last thing you ever did. Change my mind. Approach the hooded figure. You cannot discern any facial features under the heavy hood. The figure nods at you. He has a grave voice, whisper quiet and hoarse. I seek an artifact of great power. Something that will twist the minds of my enemies and force them to fight for me. I will pay handsomely. Interesting. I do actually know the artifact he's talking about. Find Malcalypse's contact, Ira. Malcalypse leads the way through the dim, lonely streets to Ira's house. You can hear screaming coming from within. A woman in robes adorned with silver ornaments greets you at the door. Merc said you would come begging for help. Regardless, you are late. Malcalypse bows with a grin. I have an illness. I'm hoping to purchase a cure. Ira of the Veil frowns for a bit before nodding and letting you into her house. You enter the sitting room and the source of the wailing is made clear. A man is locked in a cage, crying in fevered agony. Sores of corruption fester on his body. Without warning, she opens the cage and the man rushes at you. But with surprising strength, Ira subdues the mad, writhing creature. This is the mage Cohen. He thought he could fight off the corruption, but he could not. Ira watches Malcalypse carefully as Cohen's cries get more and more guttural. What should I do with him? The bard looks away, disgust and fear on his face. He appears close to passing out. She nods before turning to look at you. What will you do? I mean, that's a good fucking question. I don't actually know what the answer is here. Keep him locked up. She throws the creature back into the cage and locks the iron gate, then you wait. Malcalypse makes a feeble joke about going to get some candied buns for the show, but a withering glance from Ira convinces him to stay. The imprisoned mage begins to deteriorate quickly, the sores of corruption spread across his body, and blood begins to pour from his mouth. As he throws himself at the cage for the umpteenth time, you know no shred of humanity remains. Ira flings an enchanted shard of ice from her hand into the corrupted mage's throat, killing him instantly. You are too weak, she glances at Malcalypse, who is staring wide-eyed at the dead mage, the both of you. With that dealt with, Ira begins tinkering at a table strewn with dead and shiny things? Or did I think I probably miss fucking read that. I do have a cure, but as you know, nothing comes free with our kind. She taps silver dust from a bottle. Save the stolen mage children from me, and I will give you the cure.
Still, what secrets does your companion hide from you?
I mean, what secrets doesn't he hide from me? Those Empire bastards have taken them to some walled fort in the docks of the city, and you better hurry. Ira smiles at Malcalypse. That illness can't be held at bay for much longer, I'd wager. Ask what the illness is. Ira laughs. He hasn't told you. Then it's not my place to say, but know this, friend of Malcalypse. If he doesn't find a cure soon, you are in grave danger. Nonsense, Malcalypse stands, stoppering a wine bottle nervously. Ask Ira how she knows Malcalypse. He was my lover when I was young and stupid, Ira says matter-of-factly. Nonsense, Malcalypse shouts. Why, I'm alluring at all ages. You'd be glad to have me still. Ira gives Malcalypse a severe look, and he balks, cowering in his seat. Leave Ira's house. Leave the underneath. Mal, the bard turns around, and you catch a glimmer of hope in his eyes. She avoids his gaze. Take the children to the madmen near Forstford. They run an orphanage. I fear it is no longer safe here. Cool. Cool.
Now the
Lest
confrontation.
summit.
Are you ready to face the priestess of her people and drive the deal the Empire has requested?
No.
Or will you turn and flee?
Flee! No. The winds clear the dark clouds to reveal the spire of a ritual house protruding from the summit. You press on through thick snow to find the wooden structure adorned with spoils of war. Enter. As you enter the great hall, the towering arched doors swing open with a heavy creak. A giantess in a velvet robe enters, accompanied by raiders. So just... if you look over here, you'll notice those raiders, and most of them were around how tall my character is, maybe a little bit taller, and look at her, like she is fucking tall. Tall! Very tall. Malcalypse bows low to the ground. My companion and I have been sent forth to discuss a truce between the Empire and Northerners, my lady. So they sent me a silver-tongued devil and his shield maiden, she smirks. I hope for your sake you have a decent offering. You kneel before the High Priestess. Only 4 blessings, what a pitiful effort. With a flick of her wrist, bolts of lightning strike you.
You still have a chance to defeat this mission.
Holy shit. I am losing a lot of frames right now. Hold up. What the fuck? A ridiculous amount of frames. What the fuck? But then I look at my bitrate, and my bitrate didn't actually change. I just... Well, I guess I know what I'm doing after stream.
I am right here, and we have things to do.
Don't lie to me, dealer. I'd already gone through, there's a troubleshooting guide for OBS for drop frames, and I've already gone through some of the options, but it looks like I'm gonna have to go through more. Because yeah, that, just for reference, I was sitting at maybe 0.1%, so you know, some drop frames, but nothing special. But then yeah, over the course of like maybe a minute, it jumped up to 2%. And it yeah, it's going red again. Why? Wait. Fuck's sake. Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah, just give me a quick fucking second. Yeah, and it's still fucking doing it. What the hell? God, this is fucking infuriating. Oh. Yeah, I know I'm not doing anything at the moment, but you'll just need to give me a second. I'm fucking... fucking looking at this shit and seeing if I can figure out what the fuck's going on. Yeah, oh, okay, so it actually, yeah, those would be where it was doing it earlier. Ah! Yeah, it's still fucking going, what the hell? Yeah, and it's still doing it. Okay, I'm gonna quickly drop the stream for a second. I'll be back.